Hello and welcome to another Mordalon devlog. My name is Anton and I am working on this 2D platformer MMORPG with my brother Victor. In the last couple of weeks I've been working on the graphics system. We're not using a pre-existing game engine, so we're writing everything from scratch and we're learning as we go. The old graphics system was just a simple HTML canvas, and for every frame we just cleared everything and redrew everything on the screen. This approach worked but gave very poor performance. I've now rewritten the whole graphics engine to use PixiJS instead of the regular HTML canvas. This gives us a few more features like lighting effects, as well as a huge performance boost. One thing I had struggled with was that when the player walks and the camera scrolls along with the players, you can clearly see the players stutter back and forth. This was partly because of the poor graphics performance, making things a bit laggy, and also because of the player positioning update logic. In this side-by-side view, you can see both the upgrade in frame rate and the stability of the camera relative to the player. Not everything could be ported directly over from the old system to the new system, so I've had to rewrite a lot of code. For example, the whole particle effects engine is completely rewritten, and it should now be more performant, easier to work with, and more flexible. In this boss encounter, for example, you can now see that the sprites are actual rock fragments and not just grey circles. While I've been busy working on the graphics engine, Victor has been creating new areas and new weapons. So today I thought we'd put the new graphics system to the test and creating particle effects and projectiles for these weapons. We'll start with the lowest level healing staff and we'll progress through the rest of the staffs, making them more and more impressive as the level increases. So for this staff I take inspiration from the Mordalon area, because that's where you get this staff. So I drew this little mushroom, and as you can see it's in grayscale. One of the nice things with the new particle system is that I can recolor sprites. So that way I can make this mushroom grayscale and just give it any color I want. In this case we're giving it a pinkish color because that's the main color of Mordalon. So when the particle spawns, we get a little splash of mushrooms, and then as it moves along it pops out more mushrooms along the way. Next we're doing the nature staff. I really liked the design of this. Victor did a really good job. For this I wanted an earthy, growing plant vibe, just like the staff itself. And it got me thinking about this old web game I played called the Dust or Powder game. It's this little simulation where you can add different materials and see them react to each other. The thing I was thinking about specifically was when you added powder together with seed, and it would cause sprouts of wood to grow. Said and done. The projectile now sporadically creates small particles that go in a random direction, and they also leave a brown trail resembling wood or vines or something. I'm not 100% happy with this yet. I think it's a little bit messy, but it will have to do for now. Next we're doing the water staff, and for this I actually accidentally created a pretty cool wave particle when I was rewriting another projectile for the graphics rework. So I just put that on and I think it looks pretty nice. Then we have the wizard staff. I asked Victor if he wanted this to be a water staff because of the blue orb, but he said it was not supposed to be a water staff. So then I thought maybe I could just make a blue fire. So I tried putting the blue colors on the fire trail, and I think it looks pretty cool. Victor will have to review all of these before they go into the live game. Maybe he had something else in mind. Last but not least, the fire staff. This one is special because Victor requested it to have particle effects for the staff itself, not just the projectiles. This was a little bit tricky because I want the spawn point of the fire to always be at the tip of the staff. So when the staff rotates with different animations, I want the spawn point to follow the tip of the staff. But after some tinkering, I got it to work. And for the projectile, I decided to go for the fire elemental projectile, because this staff is dropped by the fire elemental, and the fire elemental meteor is pretty distinctive to that enemy, so I think it fits. So there we have it, some work using the new particle system, and it's really nice to work with, and the performance is nice, and I'm really happy with the results. Thank you for watching.